Hello and welcome to, or welcome back to, the channel of the Scam Baiting Bot. It's getting used to, new name for now, because we also have the Scalping Bot, but this is the Scam Baiting Bot series. It's a new series on my channel in which we're gonna build a scam baiting bot with AI. And if you watched the previous series, the previous videos, you know that we already have a Docker environment. We built this Docker environment in the latest video with, in Docker, a Python environment for Python. So for now, we're gonna create, or we're gonna make a connection with PyCharm Community Edition. I specifically say PyCharm Community Edition because in the paid version there is a plugin to use together with Docker. But if you don't have the paid version but the Community Edition like I do, then you need to make a separate file to make that connection. So let's take a look at the DeepSeek. There it is. We're back in DeepSeek because we're going to do this together with DeepSeek, although I know how to do this, but for DeepSeek, and anyone can follow it, so also DeepSeek knows what we are doing. And the question is, I want to connect PyCharm Community Edition to the Docker. And it will say we need to create a PyCharm environment. We need to make a Dockerfile. We need to create a desktop file. I hope that he's going to tell me. I don't know what he's going to do. In PyCharm, Docker Compose. No, not a composer. I don't want to use Composer. What is he telling me here? Let's take a look if this is correct. It would be correct, but based on where she doesn't have the full Docker. Now I know. Method doing, using Docker as a remote Python interpreter, limited in the Community Edition. Run with IP6. No. This is correct, but in PyCharm file settings project, add choose. No. No, this is not. Method 3 is using Docker Compose. Method 2, local development with. Okay, this is not. And what about if I use Dockerfile in PyCharm? Because I know that's the way we want to do it. Let's see if he gives me a build image. No. No, I don't want to use. Well, then we're gonna do it without DeepSeek, because DeepSeek gives me the workarounds for the Docker version. That's correct, but what it doesn't show me show you guys is how this Docker file should be. It gets the name Dockerfile, but not the content. Oh, maybe if I ask what should be in the Dockerfile. Let's see if he gives me the content of the Dockerfile. The slim bullseye NVIDIA. Wait. Working directory is good. A couple requirements. Yeah, way too much. Docker ignore file. Nee. Way too complicated. Way too complicated. Okay, let's go to PyCharm and make it the easy way, because this is not correct. And in PyCharm, you see I already have my scalping bot active because it's an active week. But we're going to create a new one, and I know you guys cannot see this. That's part of OBS. So I'm going to start a new Python project that's going to calling. So this is the scam baiting bot map, the folder with, it's not really visible. Move it a bit so you can see. Yes, okay. So with the scam baiting bot main file, and in the main file we have a main.py, that's it. And the main.py is the basis that we have right here. That's the basic version with a function called print hi with a name, and I'm print hi PyCharm, and let's say we're going to change this in print hi YouTube. That's the changes I do here. Now we're going to create two files. First file, we're going to create a new file that's called Dockerfile with a capital D and the rest in small caps. Dockerfile. And we're gonna create a requirements tag. Yeah, requirements file, requirements.txt. Those two files, and requirements file is empty. In the Docker file, you're gonna place all the code you need to connect to the Docker and to create an image, because that's what I want to do. Let me type in the code you need. From Python 3L slim, work directory is app, copy dot, important. It's not only copy, but copy dot, and dot slash dot means current file, current map to current map, so nothing else. Then install the requirements.txt, and now I can see if I make a typo, requirements, no, nothing. And then the command we want to do is the Python command with the main py, this file, the main py we want to fire up after we have started the image. In the requirements, we gonna place, I believe it's not that important, so we gonna make a request. That's it. Just a request. request. Thank you. Nothing else. So we have a main Py where we're going to work from. Later, the rest of the project will build in the main Py. Then we have a Dockerfile, and in the Dockerfile we want to install the requirements.txt, and this is the requirements.txt with nothing else than a request. It's nothing important what's in there. There needs something to be in there. That's it for now for the part of PyCharm. Now we're gonna connect this to Docker, and I already have started Docker. There it is, and just basic Docker, double click and Docker will start, and you will see this in the same way that we left it in the previous video. And if you want to know how we did this, you need to take a look at the previous video. Then you will see how I installed the Python in this in Docker to use it, and we use the 311 slim file. Once you're here, you're gonna need the terminal. You can use the terminal. You can also use PowerShell from Windows self, but I use the terminal. And in the terminal, you get your C file, and we need to go to the folder that you created your project in. So let's do this. It's for me at my E drive with GitHub and then scan bot. And if I do dir of directory, then we see in this directory we have the Docker file, the main Py, and a requirements.txt. Now we're gonna build the image, and building the image is in Docker. Docker build -t. Oh man, I can't see my keyboard. -t scam baiting. Okay, Docker build scam baiting bot. Am I correct? If not, then we get an error. Docker build -t scam baiting bots. Looks like it's correct. Let's run. No. We had, oh yes, the current file, not a. There it is. Okay. You need a dot of again, so I will show it again when it's ready. I forgot the dot, so space dot after the build. It will create a file sequence of 8 files. You can see 7 of 8. We get an error from the requirements.txt. Did I make a typo in the requirements.txt? I guess I will. So, oh, that's not good. Requirements.txt. What is wrong? Let me correct this. Be back. Strange. This should be correct. Run pip install. Let's take a look. Dockerfile main Py requirements.txt. Why is this not correct? Let's do it again. Build -t scam baiting bot space and then a dot. Run pip install -r exporting to image. Now it's correct. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with, I don't know if it's a typo or not. Okay, but it did. So now we have a scam baiting bot image. You see right here, the scam baiting bot image. And then we go back to our terminal. And then we type in run -IT -rm -v, and if you do, oh wow, does he know this out of his, no. I've got someone on the background called DeepSeek to tell me what to do, and this is not good. Oh, this is not good. I need the prompt and not, okay, this is what I need, yes. Docker run -IT -v $, brace it, PWD in PWD in capitals, closing brackets, semicolon, slash, yeah, we got there, and then app as an app, and then the app name, and the app name is scam, or not the app name, but the image name, scam baiting bot. Let's see, Docker run -IT -v $, curly brackets, curly brackets open, PWD, curly brackets closed, semicolon, /app, and then scam baiting bot as the one we had. Let's see if this is all right. Let's take a look. Yes, it is. There we see we've got hi YouTube as in the main Py running, and this is how we connect the Python, the community edition, to Docker. And each time we're going to change something in the main Py, we need to, and that's why we need this to be, I guess, more in more automated version. I will look up how we can do. Because I'm gonna copy this one to, we cannot copy. That's not good. Yeah. Okay. But we're gonna need this one to do every time we do something in our PyCharm environment. We need to rebuild the Docker image and then run the Docker image. That's the downside of having the community edition, but the upside is it's a free version. So, but those two we need to do every time we're gonna change something in our PyCharm environment in our code, and we want to run it, test it inside Docker. So I hope you liked the video. Then like the video, and if you found it helpful, and if you want to follow the program and you want to be a part of the community and program along with this scam baiting bot AI, scam baiting AI bot, or scam baiting AI, or if you want to follow along, then press subscribe so you can see the things you need while I'm gonna build this project along with you. I hope to see you in the next video, and remember, have a little fun every day.